What's up, guys? It's your girl Stacey Cake, your host for What's Hot, and today I am here to review Final Destination Bloodlines, the second trailer. So I already reviewed the first trailer and I loved it. Like, I thought they killed that trailer, just like giving us insight into what's to come and just awakening some of those old feelings when we used to watch Final Destination growing up. So I'm excited to see what trailer 2 brings. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and comment. I got my water in my wine glass for aesthetics. And yeah, let's get into it. Cheers.
Drinks all around.
The way anything can go wrong
Family, you don't get to pick the one you
is
get.
crazy.
Just gotta love the one you got.
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a bitch.
Oh my
Won't
god.
stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh.
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw what death was about to do. I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans.
There's no way to beat it.
This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. What?
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe Death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Good luck.
Yo, I just literally was holding the same like concerned face the entire time I watched this trailer. Cause it's just like, you don't know what's about to happen. Like, literally anything could be the end. Anything. But I think that's what's exciting about Final Destination. So as you guys know, I'm gonna do highlights, aka pros, and then cons, or things that I thought like maybe like could be did a little differently. It's not all necessarily super negative, but just like something that's like, oh, something's kind of missing, you know, the vibes. And then I'll give a rating. So pros, highlights, I would say they chose a scene that incorporated the guy that we saw from trailer 1 with the nose ring. You know, and if you haven't watched trailer 1, make sure you check out my reaction video for trailer 1. Trailer 1 was crazy. So homeboy with the nose ring is in this, but he is not the center focus in this trailer. So I love that they kind of did that, because it's like it locks us in and it makes us wonder like his connection to like the family and the story. So looping him back in the second trailer, even though he seems like he's not going to be the main character, is actually, I think, very interesting. It seems like the young lady with the dark hair, like she's going to be main character, trying to like piece everything together, trying to stop death in this instance. So the fact, I love how they're playing with his character and looping him in. because obviously he's going to be like the rebellious family member who doesn't believe it all. So it's provoking curiosity about his character, and I think they've done that very strategically, just by giving us more like glimpses and kind of teasing his death again in trailer 2. So I'm pretty sure we can say at some point he gonna die, because he just it's happening too frequently, sir. The truck, the nose ring, is just a lot. Like, I don't think he gonna survive this one. Just a pretty like obvious prediction. But my next highlight would be, I love that they have continued to focus on a specific setting or in a specific scene. The first one was in the tattoo shop, the tattoo/piercing shop in trailer 1, and then this one the focus is the cookout, like with the family in the backyard, the family function. Because even though in the second trailer they did branch off a little bit, they hooked us. They hooked the audience, hooked the viewer with locking us in and setting the scene, and getting us invested into what's happening in this specific moment. And I think I really appreciate that when we tend to live in a society that is like fast-paced content is kind of where it's at, and they are rebuilding attention spans, I think, with their trailers, and I love that. And it actually, like, their ability to hold your attention span and not hold your attention span without doing the fast edits and the fast chops, I think just shows that this is going to be a really good film. So I'm excited, and I hope it doesn't disappoint, because I really have been liking their trailers. And they just have a great ability to keep you on the edge of your seat, and being able to evoke that emotion and that suspense from the trailer itself is like, I love that. Especially like when, I mean, this is a scary movie, but it's not I would say a conventionally scary movie, you know what I mean? It's not ghost schools, monsters, whatever. It's death, which the concept is scary, is like what I like to say. So them being able to evoke such strong emotion and keep your like hair standing up, like I was literally like on the edge of my seat watching this trailer, and I think their ability to do that is just excellent, and it's excellent content, excellent work, excellent. Chef's kiss, wee 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 wee, love it. A wee wee does not mean great. I don't know why I said wee wee, but you guys get the point. I like when it stirs up feelings when I'm watching something. So that's an automatic win in my book. And I like that in this one, they gave us a little bit more about the storyline. I don't feel like they overshared too much. They gave us the premise, which I think I was curious on what angle they were going to take. I wasn't sure if this was going to be mostly like a flashback, like a story from the past that we would be looking at, or if it would be present day. Obviously, the trailer 1, the scene from trailer 1 took place in present day, but I just wasn't sure like what angle they were gonna take. So I'm excited that it kind of showed us more that, yeah, most of the movie is going to be taking place like in present day with just some flashbacks sprinkled through. So I like that we got the synopsis of the movie in this film, in this trailer, compared to the first one, which the first one was really good, taking nothing away from it, but we didn't really leave knowing what Bloodlines meant, like how that worked into the storyline for this movie in particular. So I thought that was a great reveal and how they tied it in. But another highlight for me watching this trailer, I really enjoyed the music. Most people know what Final Destination is about. So just like the premise of Final Destination. So like for them to have like this bright, like loving song playing while they're like setting up all of these death traps, like glass breaking, a rake, like a lawnmower, like something's got a hold on me, oh, like it's just this happy occasion, which it was a happy occasion for the family. They were enjoying each other, but like you're watching this with the knowledge that someone's about to die, and it's this the contrast between the music and what we know as viewers. I just love that. It's exciting. It makes it more exciting. This kind of adds a little bit of humor to the situation, and then they transition into more ominous music. But I think I think that was a highlight for me. I enjoyed like kind of that touch there, that contrast between what we as viewers know versus like the scene that we're seeing. And I don't even know if that's such a heavy contrast because, like I said, they're literally setting up the death traps. The music matches what the characters know, but what we're seeing from a viewer perspective is like anything but joyous, anything but happy. So yeah, I think their play with music there is just, I really liked it. I really liked that idea because they could have easily put ominous music over the whole thing and it would have made sense. So just like playing with the sound there is definitely something that sticks out for me. And I think that even speaks more to their ability to evoke emotion, because to still have you on the edge of my seat while that like positive music is playing says a lot about like their brand, what they've invested into this franchise. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Cons, I wouldn't say I really have any cons per se. I have like a couple of things written down just because it like kind of crossed my mind, but take them with a grain of salt. So I wrote down the personification of death. So they have been personifying death for like a while in this franchise, but they refer to him using the pronouns like he and him, da 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 da. But it's like we usually, like when death is personified, you see like a reaper or like something like that. Like I'm thinking like Supernatural, like death was like a man in the suit, older gentleman in the suit, like that meant business. Other situations with death, you see like a reaper of some sort. And Fall of the House of the Usher was the woman with like the mask or whatever. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like you usually see some sort of figure, but I think it's interesting that in this one they chose not to, like, they personify death, but we never actually see what we perceive as a person, as human. We don't even see anything supernatural, like any supernatural figures or anything. So I doubt that they're gonna do it in this movie, but I mean, we don't know until we see it. But that's something that stood out to me, and I don't necessarily know if that's a con. It's interesting to me because it's like it makes me desire that, and I was always confused when I was younger kind of watching it because I'm like, they keep saying like he is coming after us, da 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 da, or like, you know, I'm like what is causing this? Like, yes, I know it's death, but what is it? Like, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't wrap my head around like what is it? It would have soothed me more. That's what it is. It would soothe the itch in my brain more if like we're gonna personify death, let's personify it with a figure or like something supernatural. I don't know. I like ghostly stuff, so it's just weird. But yeah, not necessarily a con, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think they should have some visual representation of death besides like scenes just being set up, like a ghostly figure or a dark figure lurking in the background or something? I don't know. The next thing I'm about to say could potentially qualify as a small overshare. I don't necessarily know if you guys would even like catch it on the first watch of the second trailer. But I caught that like if you watch the first trailer, the guy with the nose ring is mourning the death of his dad. It was kind of pretty obvious that something was going on with his dad in the first one. So we see that in trailer 1. And then when you go and watch this trailer, we see that what I'm assuming is to be the dad dies. What looks like he might die in a different way, but either way, he's dying from the lawnmower cutting him up all over his face, I suppose. He's going to fall to the ground and the lawnmower's going to and cut him all up and kill him. So, yeah. I'm assuming that that's the dad that he's mourning. And then it cuts to a cemetery and we see the graveyard stone that says, the headstone that says Howard Campbell. So we already are piecing together quite a bit here. So the dad we know that the dad died and we know how he died. And I'm not like I think it's fine that we know the dad is gonna die, cool. But I think just knowing kind of how he's gonna die, and they may switch it up. I could be wrong. This could just be to throw us off in the trailer, but just like them revealing how he's gonna die in the trailer was like, maybe we could have left that out, because we got a reveal of how someone is probably going to die in the first one. Because it didn't look like he was getting out of that situation, if we're being honest. I don't think he's going to die by the truck that we see in this second one. But I think he's going to die from what we saw in the first trailer. But who knows? It could have just been all be a vision and somebody could come save the day. Let me know if you guys think it's an overshare that we know how the dad is going to die. And this isn't the next thing I'm about to say isn't a highlight or like a con. It's more just a thought. But what stood out to me watching this, so I guess this part is a little bit of a highlight. The priest was saying, only by embracing death will it pass you by. So that quote stood out for me. I like it. But it does, for me as a viewer, leave a potential con to come, because I hope that the resolution to defeating death isn't something I've seen before. So what came to mind when he said, the only by embracing death will it pass you by, that makes me think they're gonna like try to like kill, like die for a few minutes and then like come back a few seconds and come back. And I'm like, oh, I hope that's not how they play this out. Like, I hope that's not the solution to stopping death. Like, I'm hoping that's not the solution. Because I just feel like when I first seen it, it was cool. But now I feel like that's being an overused, like, solution in these type of movies. So, like, for example, we've seen that in The Fall of the House of the Usher. They tried to do that. We've seen it in Fear Street. They tried to do that. And we've seen it in Countdown. They tried to do that. They tried to die for a few minutes and then come back. And I believe that's what they tried to do in Smile. I believe it was Smile 2 or something. They tried to like, she tried to like die and then come back. Like, okay, like we get it. But like everybody is using that as a scapegoat. So I'm praying that is not what they meant for this movie, because I'm just over that. When you go watch it, and if they do that, think of me, because I'm telling you, we need to tell them it's enough. We get it. It's been done. It's been tried. Let's come up with something else. We can all have a brainstorming session. I'll host it. Let's do this. We Writers Guild retreat. Let's do it. So yeah, but I don't know yet. Like, I'm excited to see. With that being said, I'm gonna rate the second trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm gonna rate it a 4 out of 5 flames. I think it was excellent, exciting, evoking spirit. Yeah, I think the first trailer, I don't think I did a rating for the first trailer, but I think the first trailer was a 5 out of 5. Like, it just had me like hype. It brought that excitement out of me. This was exciting, it evoked emotion, but I was more like one emotion the whole time. The first one, I think I was just excited, so I give that a 5 out of 5. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. Trailer 2 a 4 out of 5 flames. So yeah, 4 out of 5 flames for trailer 2, Final Destination Bloodlines. There's a lot of good aspects to this trailer. This movie hits theaters on May 16th. So yeah, let me know if you guys are planning to go see it, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment if you like this kind of content, and I will see you guys next time.